Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Leetcode problem 342, power of 4 in JavaScript. It's considered an easy problem. So given an integer n, return true if it is a power of 4, otherwise return false. An integer n is a power of 4 if there exists an integer x such that n equals 4 to the power of x, right? So if we look at all these examples, 4 to the power of 2, so 4 times 4 equals 16, so that's true, right? There's no number that's going to give you the power, that's going to make 5, or 4 to the power of 5. There's no number that's going to give you a result of 5 with 4 to the power of that number, right? So it's false. This one is a little bit tricky. I had to Google this. So 4 to the power of 0 is going to be 1. I figured there's a name for that, which is kind of, that's always going to be the case. Okay, so it's pretty simple solution, but understanding the problem is probably understanding just the math of it is really I think the trickiest part, right? So we're going to do a little experiment here, right? So these are the powers of 4, right? These numbers here. These are numbers that are divisible by 4, right? If a number is not divisible by 4, well, of course, it's not going to be a power of 4, right? Because we're doing 4 times 4 times 4, whatever, how many times, right? So we really just need to look at these numbers to understand the difference between them, right? And so the way I was able to kind of wrap my head around this is I'm going to use a larger power of 4, right? I'm going to use like 256, okay? So if we start dividing 256 by 4, we divide it one time, we get 64. So let's keep dividing it by 4. We get 16, right? Divide it again by 4. We get 4. We divide it again by 4. And we get 1, right? So eventually we're going to get 1 if we just keep dividing by 4, right? I'm going to use the next power of 4, and we're going to just do the same thing just so we can see that this is always going to be the case. So 256. Oops. 64. Keep going until we reach 1. 16. 4. One more time. And we hit 1. Okay. So they're always eventually going to reach 1, right? So let's look at some of these other numbers divisible by 4 and try the same thing, and we'll see a different result. Okay. So right off the bat, we got 24. We're going to test this out. Let's divide it by n. I'm sorry, not by n. Excuse me. Divide by 4, and we get 6. Let's divide it by, whoops, divide by 4 again. Now you get 1.5, divided by 4 again. We get 0.375. Okay, so now we're never going to get 1, right? Because 1's going to be in between these two numbers. So let's do one more. I want to just choose a larger number. Let's choose like 68. Okay. Whoops, what am I doing? Put 68 in here. Let's get rid of these so we can see this happening. So we got 68, and divide it by 4. Get 17, divide that by 4. Get 4.25, divide that by 4. 1.0625, divide that by 4. Now we're below 0, and we never hit 1. Sorry, below 1, we never hit 1. Okay, so basically the way we're going to solve this is we're just going to keep dividing n by 4 until it's no longer greater than 1, right? And if at that point n is 1, then it's a power 4. If it's not, then it's not a power 4. Okay? Pretty simple. So what we need to do is we're going to create a variable num let so that we can change it. Set it to n, and then we just need to take a while loop, say while num is greater than 1, this loop is going to run, and all we need to do is just divide num by 4. And then our return statement, we can just use a ternary operator and say if num is equal to 1, we return true. If not, we return false. Let's format our code. Let's test it out. Cool, passed all test cases. Let's submit it. Look at that. Works fantastic. I don't think it'd be faster than that. Let me try it one more time. There we go. That's better. I don't know why that is. It must have to do with like internet speed or something, because it's, obviously I didn't change the code. So if anybody knows, understands that better than I do, please comment, leave that in the comments. I'd really be curious about that. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully it was helpful. If you did, please like it, and if you'd like to see more like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you again real soon.